A giant has fallen in Houston, and we feel the reverberations of that.
This morning, we continue to look back on the life of Congressman and former Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Here's a look at what we know about his final days. On Tuesday night, Turner was at the Capitol for President Trump's speech to a joint session of Congress. On social media, he introduced his guest for the event, Angela Hernandez.
At some point, a spokesperson for the congressman says he wasn't feeling well and was taken to the hospital for a medical emergency. But Turner was checked out, then released.
Then yesterday morning around 5:45, the congressman died at his home in D.C. from what his family called enduring health complications. His family also said that his death was unexpected. Congressman Turner had been open about his previous battle with cancer, but right now it's unclear if that was related to his death. And as we mentioned, one of his final acts in office was attending President Trump's speech with his special guest, Angela Hernandez. Our Matt Doherty spoke with her about being there for what no one knew would be his final hours.
I felt incredibly honored that even in his last moments, he was still fighting and being a voice for people like for Baisley.
Angela Hernandez was selected because she was one of his constituents, but also because she represents the face of a family that depends on Medicaid to survive. Her 2-year-old daughter, Baisley, has a rare genetic condition, and she will require intense lifelong care. Angela met the former mayor of Houston for the first time on Tuesday night after she was flown to Washington. She says he seemed physically healthy that night and didn't notice anything unusual.
He was so humble and down to earth, but he was also a fighter. The second we were in front of social media influencers and stuff, he was fierce when it comes to advocating for Baisley and for other families like ours.
Congressman Turner only spent 2 months as the representative for District 18. He took the seat after the passing of his close friend, Sheila Jackson Lee.
And Jalissa Garza joins us in the studio with what happens next. Jalissa.
Well, Steph and Ron, this morning, the city of Houston continues to grieve the loss of Congressman Turner. He wore many hats in the community through his decades of service, including representing the 18th Congressional District, which covers a significant portion of Houston. The seat held by Turner will now be filled through a special election. Flowers have been placed on Turner's vacant seat in the U.S. House. Unlike in the U.S. Senate, the governor does not appoint someone to fill the seat. Political experts say state law requires the governor to call for a special election to fill the seat. Until then, it will remain vacant. As for when this all will happen, it's up to Governor Abbott.
He can either call it in a way that lets that special election come at the next uniform election, which would be May, or he can call it even sooner as an emergency fashion where it could be before May. My guess is that we'll probably have this election in May, which does not leave a lot of time for campaigning.
Now, anyone can get into that special election, and there doesn't appear to be a specified timeline on when Abbott has to call for it to be held. Now, Texas 18th Congressional District covers the downtown part of the area, also the Heights, Acres Homes, the 3rd Ward, Northeast Houston, as well as the area surrounding George Bush Airport and Humble. And it includes nearly 800,000 people. And Ron, political experts do tell us that there are several people with high political profiles who could run for the seat, like Amanda Edwards, who we know began her political career as an intern in the late Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee's office, was a former city council member, and she also ran against Turner for this seat that he held. Another name political experts mention as a potential candidate is Christian Menefee, who we know is the current Harris County attorney.
Some big shoes to fill, no doubt. All right, thank you so much, Jalissa. Now, Steph, it's been nearly 24 hours since the death, and we're still seeing a huge outpouring of sympathy and memories for the late congressman.
Yes, that's right. Those who knew him tell us that Congressman Turner was so invested in the Houston community and that he loved our local sports teams. The Rockets shared this post on X, writing in part that Congressman Turner was committed to making our city a better place for all. His presence at Rockets community events and games was always a reminder of his unwavering support for our city and its people. The Astros said, quote, as the mayor, he was a friend and strong supporter of the Houston Astros, as well as all of our sports teams. It's fitting that the Astros Youth Academy is proudly located in Sylvester-Turner Park. The Texans posted this statement saying his dedication to our city and imprint on our community will always be remembered. And lastly, the Dynamo said that Turner was, quote, an advocate for our community, and his energy was contagious as he cheered for sports teams across the city. As you can see, the late congressman was so proud of Houston in every way. He was also, by the way, a proud Cougar. He graduated from U of H as well as Harvard.